Hey guys, it's Mrs. Lamphere, and in this video we're going to be looking at the Apply CSS Font Attributes assignment. And in order to get started with that, we have to download and install a new program. So if you haven't already, we're going to go to Part A to download this software program called InView. If you've already done this, then you can skip over this part of the video. But I just kind of wanted to help you make sure this is pretty easy to install. It walks you through all of the steps. Right-click, Save Link As on this Windows installer. You need to go to your Program Files folder. And if for some reason you can't find your program files, you can go ahead and save it on your desktop. That's not a big deal. But usually your program files is in under your computer, local disk, your C drive, and program files. So you'll just save this folder inside program files. I've already done this, so this is what the folder looks like once you hit save. So go ahead and hit save there, and you're going to get a compressed folder that you will need to right click. You'll need to go back into program files, find the folder that you just installed, and you'll need to right click, choose open with compressed zip folder, because they give you a zipped folder, so you have to unzip it in order for everything to work. You'll drag the inner folder onto the window of program files and open the folder, locate the file named InView, right click on the icon, choose send to desktop, create a shortcut, and the program is now ready to use. This video walks you through, actually shows you step by step how to do that. And since I already did that and they already have a video for you, I didn't want to have to reinvent the wheel there. So this is what the shortcut looks like for InView. And when we open it up, this is what we get. So this assignment really starts in Section 1, Part B of this unit, where you mess with and create new styles. In this unit, we're going to be designing a website about yourself, so kind of like an autobiography website. This is to be an autobiography. You will want to include photos of yourself as a baby, toddler, and so forth. You'll have a page for each age. So we're going to create a birth infant page, a preschooler page, elementary school, middle school, and a current page. So we're going to create a 5-page website, and it's going to be a lot easier. You guys, I think, are going to like this InView program because it makes things a lot easier than having to punch in all of the code. But there are some things this program can't do, which is why it's really good to know some of the code on your own anyways. Okay, so we have to set up and define our CSS definitions. So what you're going to do is open InView. This is what it looks like. And let me size mine down a little bit so you can see the whole thing. In order to create CSS styles, it's pretty handy, a little easier than what we had to do with just typing up HTML code. So to create a new style, we need to go to Tools, CSS Editor, and they tell you in your text, be sure to uncheck this expert mode. That's the first thing you're going to want to do. Click on the rule button, and we need to name the style. So just like we did in HTML, we are naming this like title, paragraph, citation, caption, because that's the type of text styles we're going to be using. So name them something like that you would want to apply to all of the styles of or all the titles of your web page, all the font of your web page, like the paragraph font, all the citation font. We're doing that same kind of thing here. So let's name this first one title, and we say create style rule. And then we go to text, go to your text tab, and this is where you choose all of the attributes that you want to apply to this style. So click on, we want some predefined attributes. So you can either choose the Arial, Helvetica, Sans Serif Mix, Times New Roman, Courier. I'm going to go with Arial for now. Do not use this use custom font family. For size, you can punch in, so these are my titles, the titles of my web pages, so I want them to show up a little larger than the rest of the page. So I'm going to punch in 36, and I'm going to use point font. Your text suggests that you use the point, and then it kind of starts to show you a sample of what your text is going to look like. Line height, I don't think we need to mess with anything with that. So next we can define the color that we want this font to be. So again, this is going to show up as the title on every web page. So I'm a big fan of the color purple. So I'm going to use purple, and then you can kind of mess with these to add some attributes to your font here. Font weight, bold, it is a title, so I'm going to bold mine. I'll probably leave mine font style unspecified. This is kind of cool, especially for when you're making your titles. You can make it all lowercase, you can make it all uppercase. I'm going to use capitalize, and that automatically capitalizes then the first word in my title. And then I'm going to go ahead and I like my titles center aligned. Text decorations, your textbook was saying that they don't usually use any of these. You could if you wanted to, but I'm going to leave that alone for now. So go ahead and hit close, and you'll notice over here under this body text drop down box where it says no class, we have now this title style created. So if I were to type let's see, we're making a autobiography. I'm going to say infant/baby years. Maybe that'll be the title of one of my pages. So I'm going to highlight that and then choose my title style, and it automatically applies all of the attributes that I set up for that style. Okay, so that's one style that we have created. Now we need to create, our instructions say a title font. We need to adjust the color and size. We need paragraph font, photo captions, and citations. So that was the title font. So now to create another one, we go back into Tools, CSS Editor, and you can see up here under our internal style sheet, we have title created. Now we're going to create a new one. So again, uncheck expert mode, click on the rule button. We're going to call this one paragraph. Create style rule. Yeah, sorry, I was like, wait a minute. What's the next part? Text predefined. So I have my let's see. I kind of like this font, Courier New. So my titles are Arial. So I'm going to have my paragraph font be Courier New. Font size, let's go with 18 points. Leave line height alone. The color, I want this text to be, I'm going to make mine, I guess, a lighter purple for now. I might go back in and change all these things. I'm not sure what I want my background color to be or anything like that. But for now, we'll just kind of, I'm going to stick with purples, I guess. Font style, I'll just keep it normal. This one, I'll probably leave it unspecified this time just because I want to kind of the freedom to adjust that on my own. And we will right align this text for now. And hit close. And you'll see that then your paragraph style also gets added to our CSS styles here. So just to kind of see what that would look like. And you'll notice, there we go. Sometimes you can try to apply like both styles, I guess. But here's the paragraph style then that I created. Now we need to still create a captions style. Uncheck expert, add rule. This is for captions. Create style. I'm going to make this times, and I'm going to leave this a little smaller font. Color, I'm just going to leave it black, it's fine with me. This is just, again, citation, so I'm not really worried about any of that, the rest of that stuff. So I'll leave that alone. Okay, you'll see my captions, or I think I said citations, but this is my captions. And then we need to add one last one. And you can see here again, my internal style sheet has all my styles being added. Uncheck expert mode, add rule. This one's going to be called citations. Create rule, text, predefined. I'm going to make this one times also, and I want this to be even smaller than my caption. So I'm going to make this 10-point font. I will also leave this black. Font weight, normal, normal. Okay. So now I have all of my 4 styles created. Okay, so as you can see, if we go back into Tools, CSS Editor, this is an internal style sheet. I have all of these styles created on an internal style sheet. But we need to turn this into an external style sheet so that we can apply it to multiple pages. So I don't have to recreate this every time I create a web page. So in order to do that, I'm going to click on and highlight this internal style sheet. And it's really easy. Over here you'll see a button that says Export Style Sheet and switch to exported version. So we're going to click on that button, and that's going to allow us to save our style sheet, kind of like we did in the assignment from last unit. We can save that style sheet. We want to go to, actually I'm going to go into my other web design folder. So in your web design folder inside portfolio, we need to save this in Unit 4. It's really, really, really important that you're saving this in your Unit 4 folder. And this needs to be called mystyles.css and hit save. Okay, so now if we go and open up that folder, there's my styles document, and you can see it's the file type is a cascading style sheet. So now I can refer to that style sheet when I create the rest of these web pages. Okay, and so then for the assignment, you are just to submit the CSS file. So you do not need to zip your Unit 2 folder. You just need to submit this CSS style sheet. So that's what you will submit to the Dropbox. Again, make sure you have a title font style created, paragraph style, caption style, and a citation style, and that you have exported this properly as a CSS style sheet. And then you should be good to go.